How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? The Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Looks like Juna might come. Oh no, she's not. She's gonna go down the hallway. Okay, she's going somewhere else. I bet she's gonna come over here and join us. But anyway, coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Today we got an unboxing. Happy Easter, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. That's my girl. That's my girl. Saying Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter. That's my sweetie. Okay. Today we got an unboxing coming from Midway. Come from Midway, USA. Midway, USA, people. And doing the unboxing today is one of my newest builds. Absolutely loving this titanium goat engage. 3.5 inch Tonto engage. The CPM S35 VM blade. Original goat drift. This is the drift pattern. Drift titanium scales. Absolutely loving it. All right, here we go. I guess we should open it this way. Let's open it from the top. Oh, look what we got. It looks like cold steel. Cold steel in the house. Cold steel's in the house. Okay. Ooh. MC Thompson Coburn. Oh, that's the one I want to talk about today. I just want to put these out here. This is going to be another video, people. This is a Lindsey Thompson Coburn. Let me read the specs to you real quick. Blade length is 5.5 inches. Overall length is 9.78 inches. Steel is S35EN. Weight is 4.1 ounces. Blade thickness is 3.5 millimeter, 3.5 millimeter. Handle length is 4 3/8. Kray-Ex. It's the OD green Kray-Ex. And it's a Japanese style Tonto. It's not the American. It's not Lindsey Thompson's American style Tonto. It's a Japanese style Tonto blade. But anyway, we'll do another video on this one later. I just want to let you guys know about this one. They're on sale right now for $99.17 at Midway. Right now. $99.17 at Midway. As anybody that's been into watching these, then you know that these have been expensive. So that's a real good price for these. Anyway, we'll do a video on this later. All right. And here's the one that we're going to do the video on today. All right, let me see what we got here. SRK-C. Yes, it's orange. Cheetos orange. You know I like my orange outdoors knives. Cheetos orange. But I want to talk about outdoors knives today. All right. You're gonna have to get down now, sweetie. You're gonna have to get down, kiddo. You're just taking over, aren't you? You're taking over as usual. Yeah, you are. All right, you gotta get down, sweetie. All right. That's my girl. All right, let's put the original goat titanium engage away. Absolutely loving it, though, people. It's a great knife. Actually, we need to pull it back out. It's got more work to do. Okay. All right. And I was hoping I was going to get the orange sheath, people, because I've been noticing that some people have been getting these, like, let's say, like the OD green or the earth color handles, and they're getting black sheaths. I've been seeing that on YouTube. I was hoping I was going to get the color matching sheath. I like the color matching handle and sheath. I think that looks cool. I know, it's just cosmetic. It doesn't really matter about anything, but, it looks cool. I think it looks cool. And there's a reason why I'm getting this one, people. As you know, I like my outdoors knives. And after getting the other one with the hollow ground blade, I decided, and I went back and I saw these and they were going for $23. That's how much this is going for right now in Midway, USA, for $23, people, $23. And that was like a price I couldn't resist. And then I read the specifics on it, got a little bit more in depth into it, and it said it had a flat ground blade, a saber flat ground blade, instead of a saber hollow ground. And so I had to see for myself. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I like this one better, people. I can tell you right now, already I like it better. Because I like my saber flat ground blades for outdoors knives. So this would be the one I would choose already, right off the bat, without even using it, over the other one. This is the one I got lucky for Christmas. So I'm really glad I got lucky this one now, because this is one that I would prefer over the other one. Let me bring up the other one. As you know, we've used this one in the fireside video. To me, this is more like a combat knife or a hunting knife. Like it's got the hollow ground blade. To me, for a survival knife, I would want a flat ground blade, people. I don't know, what do you guys think? Because for a survival knife, I want a knife that can not only cut, but can also be tough. And it can do, really tough things too. Like light, as I said, light prying, or splitting wood, or or having to set up a shelter or something like that in a survival situation. So I don't know if I want a hollow ground blade for that. And so I think I do prefer, for this knife, the other one I purchased, that we also tried out and used, the 3V version. This would be my number one choice for the survival knife. I think this would be a really awesome survival knife. Why? Because it's made like a World War II combat knife, like a K-bar. It's got like the blade shape, to me, is very familiar to me, to the K-bar I had that my father gave me when I was 16 years old as a hunting knife. The only thing that doesn't have is the fuller. But the blade is very similar to that. It's a flat ground blade, and mine had a sharpened edge, just like the K-bar I have now came with a sharpened edge. But the one I have now is also an older K-bar. That's a reproduction of the World War II version that they were making in the 80s and 90s. And that's when I got that one. And that one has a sharpened swedge, whereas the new ones don't, I understand. But this one's sharp. So this is like a fighting knife to me. It doesn't do so good at batoning, because this part right here will eat up your baton. And you have to try to hit this part of the blade, so you don't really have like a 6-inch blade to use for, like wood crafting for like batoning. It's more like like about 5-inch blade, 4-inch blade. Whereas this one, you can use the whole blade. But I just still don't trust the, even though this knife didn't have any issues, didn't show any signs of weakness, the blade didn't dull or anything like that in my using of it. It held its own. The SK5 showed me that, it's a good, tough steel. And so, I have no doubts, in the quality and the durability of it, but I still just don't trust a hollow ground blade for a survival knife. That's just me, people. And I know that the people have been using these for many years with the hollow grind without any issues. It's just that I'd rather have this. I think this is awesome. And this one doesn't have a sharpened swedge. It's really flat. Let me see if you could compare it. Like this one is sort of flat, but it's not totally flat. It still looks like it could be sharpened if you wanted to sharpen it. Whereas this one, it's actually flattened out. So this one, to me, this one right here is going to be better for batoning. For a knife this size. It's always better to have a longer knife when you're batoning, because you can baton through, larger pieces of wood and stuff like that. No doubt. And it's also better to have the thicker blade tang, because the thicker blade tang means more girth in the thickness of the blade. So when the saber the saber flat ground or hollow ground blades going through the wood, it's going to push the wood out like a wedge. And that's what helps you split the wood. It's not so much the edge, it's sort of like the way the blade shape is. So this one's actually, it's going to be better for batoning, but still, it's got the hollow ground blade. Whereas like this one, I think this is an awesome blade. This is, it's a 5-inch blade. This one you can carry. I can carry very easily in the front of my body because I like the horizontal carry fixed blades in the front part of my body. And the 5-inch and the 4-inch knives work the best for that type of carry. When they start to get longer, then it's better to, I carry something up, I find for me, it's better to carry something on my side or my hip. I really don't like to carry things, scalp carry behind my back. So that's not a way that I would normally carry anyway. It's either going to be in the hip or horizontally in the front of my body. And this size knife is perfect for that. And the thickness of it's not too thick too, so. It looks like it's about a 4mm thick blade. Let's measure it out real quick. I'm totally digging the compact model, people. And they make a compact model of the 3V version too. And they're like about $89 or something like that. That's 3V, a compact 5-inch blade. So I think that's an awesome deal. Yes, my girl. Okay, let's see what we get turned on, zeroed out. Let's see what we got. A little bit over 4mm. Like 4.13 it says, 4.13. So it's got a good thickness as opposed to 5.04. 5.04. So it's like a millimeter thinner. The blade thickness is about a millimeter thinner. The handle thickness, let's see what the handle thickness is. I'm doing it at the thickest point in the middle of the handle because the handle's got like a little swedge in the middle of it. And it says 16.43. 16.43. That's at the thickest point in the middle of the handle. This part right in the middle. That's where I'm measuring at. Same way on this one. This one's 21.94. 21.94. So this one is going to be a lot easier to carry than this. And this one, I will probably take these things off of this one because it doesn't really carry horizontally that well. So I'm gonna set it back up like this again. So it'll be a hip carry knife. And I'll set this one up. I'll leave this one, as a hip carry knife, and I'll set this one up with these. They'll go on this one. Because this is better for the horizontal carry. But the next fireside video that you guys see me do, we'll be testing that one out too. We'll be testing that one out too. I'm absolutely digging it, people. And the SK5 steel, to me, is a lot like, 1095, my experiences with it so far. I feel it's like, like, to me, all those kind of steels, like, when you go like 1075 all the way up to 1095, they're all very similar. The only difference is that some of them are a little bit tougher than the others and some hold edge a little bit better than the others. But they're all very similar. They're all very tough. They're all great, for outdoors knives and survival knives and combat knives. They've been using them for, over 100 years, since, so far as I know, at least since World War II and World War I. So it is like 100 years, over 100 years. So all these old school, combat carbon steels that the military, different militaries around the world have always used, they're awesome. They're awesome, because they're strong, they're durable, and they're not that expensive too. They're not that expensive to produce. a knife with the steel like that. Whereas like the modern powdered steels are very expensive to produce. I'll wipe some of the oil off of this one. Let's check out the edge, see what the edge is like. Let's see it. Trying to get some paper out, got everything all buried over here. Okay, here's a little piece of paper. Oh, that's sharp, people. Very, 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 very sharp. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm very pleased with this one, people. Very pleased with it. $23. You can't beat that. What knife can you get that's better than this for 23 bucks? I don't think such things exist. And the weight in the hand feels good. The grip feels excellent. You know, this would be an excellent little fighting and self-defense knife too. You know, it's an awesome knife. 23 bucks. I say everybody should go out and get one. 23 bucks. No rattle at all. That's one thing I've experienced with all these SRKs, that all the sheaths, none of them rattle at all. This one's easier to withdraw though than the other ones. Maybe a little bit too easy. It makes me feel like that, you know, maybe I would want to still use the secondary system of locking the blade in the sheath. I still want to carry it horizontal. And I bet you I could tighten that up if I tighten this up right in here. Yep, because I see a little bit of gap. I don't know if you guys can see that. Because I want it to be a little bit tighter because I really don't like using this part. I just want to use the, you know, set it up like this. But this one feels like I don't want to do it like that. It's as good as a self-defense knife because you can withdraw it really fast. I like it. I like it. I will be using the secondary latch on that one. Unless I could tighten it up more. But this one is nice too. And this one was $29 when I got that one. And this one was $99. Absolutely love them, people. The SRK. And I love the orange ones. The orange ones are my favorites. Peace out. Stiletto.